Hey, this is Joe from PreSonus, and today we're going to talk about what makes a Revelator a Revelator. So this is the original Revelator USB microphone. Fantastic, you should get one. But this is also a Revelator. So is this. This is a Revelator. And so is this. So do they have anything in common other than just being called Revelator? Is there something about them that's unique? Something that's unique to all of them, even though they're very different types of products? Yes. Let me show you. As a standalone USB microphone or audio interface, the Revelator is fantastic. However, there's a lot more going on under the hood. If I open up Universal Control, I can see that I've got a Revelator dynamic plugged into my computer. If I click on that, it opens up this control panel. This allows me to control several things to customize the experience of Revelator for me, the user. The first is presets. I can come up here and I can change what the microphone sounds like, or if I'm using one of the interfaces, I can change presets based on what I've got plugged into that input. We've created a bunch of presets for you, so you don't have to know a lot about sound and audio to dial in a great sound. Now, if you do know about how to use things like EQs and gates and compressors and things like that, then we give you access to the fat channel settings here. You can just turn each one on and off, or if you want to get really into it, you can click this button, and now you can see each individual setting and you can dial it in to your heart's content. If this looks familiar to you, this is the same fat channel that we use on our big, expensive, wonderful digital mixers that we sell for live sound and studio use. I use one here in my studio. We've got the exact same processing here on this USB microphone. It's bonkers. The same settings I use when I'm using this mixer, I can use on here as well. For example, this is how I have things set up for my Revelator dynamic. I remove a little bit of low end here, a little bit of low mids, boost a little bit of the top end to make it sound nice and crisp. And I can save all of that as my preset here. So we've got presets out of the box. We've got customization to make it sound exactly like you want. And the third thing, and probably the most obvious thing on this screen, is loopback. What is loopback, you say? When you buy a Revelator microphone or interface, not only are you getting a microphone or interface, you're actually getting a virtual mixer. This first fader here adjusts the microphone itself. So I can turn it up and down. I can adjust how much reverb is there. This thing has reverb built in. So cool. I can also adjust all the fat channel settings like I showed you before. These other faders here allow me to do even more. So if I want to play music on my computer, sing on my microphone for a live stream on YouTube, I can do that really easily. And I can set the music to come down this fader and have my voice here. So during the show, I can control the level of the music and my voice from this simple interface. I can even control this interface from an iPad, so I don't have to have a mouse and keyboard in my hands when I'm in the middle of my performance. I can have the iPad just over here out of sight, and I can just do a little mix right there because this has its own built-in mixer. So I can have what's called loopback. Now, why is this called loopback? Because I can create my own mix and then loop that mix back into the computer to send to things like YouTube Live, Facebook Live, OBS, other live streaming platforms, or just a video recorder. So I can mix what I'm doing on the fly and then have that mix get recorded. If you've ever tried to do videos on your computer, you know getting the audio right can be a bit of a pain. You record with a microphone and some music, and then you realize, oh no, the microphone is too quiet, the music's too loud, it's all one file, I can't fix it later. Guess what? With this software, you can fix it before you ever start recording. You can put on the headphones, listen to exactly what the mix sounds like, and then you can record or do your live stream knowing exactly what things are sounding like. Not only that, I can have my mix a little bit different from your mix. So maybe in my mix, I want to have my vocal a little louder so I don't go flat when I'm singing. But for your mix, I might have the vocal a little bit quieter. I have different mixes here. So here's my mix, vocal nice and loud. Let's say here's your mix where the vocal's a little quieter and the music's a little bit louder. I can always listen to each mix to see what they sound like, but you will always hear stream mix A. I will hear the main mix. There's a lot of flexibility here. If you've done any sort of live streaming or anything in this vein before, you know it can be really challenging. Revelator solves a whole host of issues with one single device. Thanks for watching. If you like what you've seen today, head over to PreSonus.com and check out the full family of Revelator products. Find one that's right for you.